Hey guys, so I'm back to do another review for you, and it's going to be on the new Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation and Powder. If you guys are curious to know what my own thoughts about this new product is, go ahead and keep on watching the video. Start off with the type of skin I have, just so you guys kind of have an idea of what I'm working with. And my skin type is a very oily, it's sensitive and acne prone, and if my face doesn't like a product, it'll break out in that same day. And I'm thankfully did not break out with this product because I reviewed the old version of the Fit Me, which is a dewy finish back in the day, and I believe that one actually broke me out. I think I still have that video up here on my channel, but if you guys are curious to watch that, I'll have that link down below if I still have it. But my skin type is oily, sensitive, acne prone. And the price point for these two items is around $6 to $8 depending on where you live and the store that you go to. I picked up mine from Walmart because that's where they had a majority of the shade collection. I'm not too sure how much shades there is to choose from, but I'll go ahead and put a text of it right here when I find out. And the shade I have is in 322 Warm Honey, and the powder I have is in Translucent, just because I didn't want to have to add any more color to my skin because I already have a lot of compact powders that is tinted in color, and I don't have a pressed translucent powder, so I went ahead and got the Translucent in 100. And the amount of product that you have for the powder is 0.29 ounces, and the foundation is your standard 1 fluid ounce. Again, this one doesn't have a pump, but if you guys are curious to know and want to try and get the foundation, be careful because it's the same packaging as the old Fit Me, but the only thing is it's in a blue teal label color. And yeah, so I've been testing out this product for about 2 weeks now, a little bit on and off. I don't always wear foundation whenever I go to work, just because I'm honestly so lazy in the morning. I'd rather get extra sleep than slap on some foundation in the morning and kind of make myself a little bit more presentable, even though I should since I'm a receptionist. But my skin isn't that bad. As long as I have my brows on, I'm good to go. So yeah. I'll go ahead and start off with the clips of how my skin looks like before foundation. As you can tell, I have a little bit of redness around my nose area and scarring on my cheeks from past acne when I was a teen. So here it is, how it looks like when you pour it out onto your back of your hand. It seems a little bit runny, but it's not too thick and runny. It's a happy medium, I guess you would say. And on the right side, I believe I'm going to be using my beauty blender. Again, I'm using this damp and I'm just pouncing it around my face. I noticed that with a beauty blender, of course, it's going to get more of an airbrushed finish. It's going to be more, not dewy, but there is going to be like a satin-ish finish to it compared to when using a brush. And I just like using the beauty blender actually with this foundation just because the finish is so nice. It's a little bit lighter of a coverage if I use a beauty blender, but the finish is very nice and I like how it looks so nice and smooth, and it just blends out very easily for me. I noticed in other reviews that I watched here on YouTube, it kind of made it splotchy for some, but that wasn't the case for me. And I forgot to mention that I did use a primer before, which is my Baby Skin primer from Maybelline, as well as Milk and Magnesia. And yeah, so I noticed this side is a light to medium again with the beauty blender, and on my left side I'll be using a round top kabuki brush from Sedona Lace. This is one of my favorite brushes from them, and I really do like how it blends out with a brush, except for this time I kind of went heavy on the hand with adding more product to my left side, just so you guys can kind of see the coverage of it, that it is still a little bit buildable. But with the brush you have to be careful because since it's a matte foundation, it can dry very fast and it can tend to look a little bit cakey in my opinion. That's why sometimes if I'm gonna be using a brush, I won't add a lot of product to my face, if that makes sense. And yeah, so that's the finish of both sides of my face applied with either the beauty blender or the brush. Honestly, I do like the beauty blender and the brush. I won't very favoritize one side, if that makes any sense. It just depends on my day of what I feel like using, honestly. But in my opinion, I would actually suggest using either a brush or a beauty blender because that's what worked for me. I noticed that if you can see, it's a little bit more like a satin finish, and it's not like a flat matte base, if that makes any type of sense. So I really like that about the foundation, and I didn't conceal my dark circles just because I kind of wanted you guys to see how the foundation looks like with the coverage under my eyes. You can still see a little bit of discoloration. It's not very highlighted how people is normally used to seeing, but I really like the coverage of the foundation. And then here's a clip of me applying the powder to my face. I use a e.l.f. flat top kabuki brush just because I feel like this product, this brush just packs on the product onto my face, which I really like because I tend to get oily fairly fast because of the hot humid weather here in Hawaii. Overall, the lasting power I would say about this foundation is 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours I would say. It's a very long wearing for a drugstore foundation. It actually keeps me fairly matte throughout the day. I do get a little shinier on my T-zone, but that's just normal for me because I'm very oily, you guys. I'm just super oily. But yeah, I do suggest this for those girls with oily skin and just really want to have a flawless finish and good coverage foundation for a very affordable price. If you have dry skin, I would kind of steer away from this foundation, or if you do want to use it, moisturize your face very good because it'll accentuate the dry patches on your base. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any questions about the product I just reviewed, go ahead and leave them in a comment down below. I have to go because my battery is about to die on me. So hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you guys are notified of future videos from moi, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!